Yes, people. It has come to the time where almost all the groups in UEFA World Cup qualifiers will begin today, tomorrow, and Saturday. But today is a big game. A game that I've been waiting for since the draw happened. A game that always will etch in memory for me from Euro 2024. Arguably the best game of the tournament. You could put other games out there, but Georgia versus Turkey. That game in Dortmund, in the rain, the atmosphere, the golazos that we saw, and it was only fitting enough that now these two teams play against each other for World Cup qualifying. Isn't that what we want, people? And you know what? People want to poo-poo the idea of international break. I can understand. Oh, we only played 3 games of Premier League football. Oh, well, disaster. Shut the F up. Right? Shut the F up. This is people from around the world and outside of England actually care about international football. Tell that to a Georgian right now. Tell that to a Turkish person right now who's going to watch this game with such just nervousness, such anticipation as a neutral for me. Like, these two teams can ball out when they want to. And Turkey, we know, these guys can implode at any moment and play beautiful football at any moment under Montella. So, we are here for the watch along between Georgia and Turkey. Group E action of UEFA World Cup qualifiers. Cannot wait. We got 10 minutes until the game begins. So right now, most important thing to do is hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're around here, and give your score predictions in the chat right now. Shout out to everybody already in the chat getting involved. Big up to Mustafa. Big up to Empty. Big up to Albert. How you doing, Albert? Hopefully you're doing well. Big up to Iman. Rob10X just says Georgia. Well, there you go. Georgia. There we go. All right. Let's check out the lineups for both teams before the game begins, and also give your score predictions in the chat right about now. Okay, so I don't think this is how Georgia are going to set up. They're going to set up in more of like a 5-2-3, I want to say, with Willy Sagnol. That's kind of their lineup more. Obviously, we know the big hitters of this team, Mika Dautse, and obviously Kvaratskhelia and Mamadishvili, who's an unbelievable goalkeeper in my opinion. You have Kokakarishvili, who's playing now at Sporting. I mean, still Kashia. I think he's like 38, 37, still leading the defensive line. So, yes, it says 4-4-2. It's not going to be a 4-4-2. I'm pretty sure it's going to be like a 5-2-3, and it's going to be Kokakarishvili and Mika. Man, these Georgian names get me. Mekva Bishvili will be the 2 in the midfield, and I think then it's David Savili, who will also be kind of the third forward for Georgia. So yeah, they're going to play more in a 5-2-3. I feel like Turkey are going to dominate more possession in this game because, yes, I think Georgia they suit more being a counter-attacking team. If you give space to Kvaratskhelia, if you give space to Mika Dautse, they can run the show. And that's why this game, if you're a hipster, this is perfect. If you're just a street baller, this is for you. This is the sort of game that we wait for, where we just see the ballers stand out, especially in the forward line, and obviously the goalkeeper. But, I mean, luckily for Turkey, they did not go with Bayender, because, I mean, Bayender, the less said about him, the better. They got Sakir in goal, Mulder, Demiral Bardacci. I'm a little bit surprised that Kadioglu doesn't start, but I guess this Elmali, he's had a pretty decent season so far for Galatasaray. You could just see the fall off for Kadioglu. I mean, Kadioglu, since the Euros, where all the hype was about him, I would have actually had him on my team in the tournament for Euro 2024. He doesn't even get... I think he just came back from injury like a month ago or 2 months ago. I think it was like an ankle surgery he had last season with Brighton. So I'm a little bit surprised that Kadioglu doesn't even get the start. But look, if Ilmali is good, Ilmali is good. Then you got Çalhanoğlu, Kuyuksik, and then, I mean, the forward line is ridiculous. Akun, Guler, Yildiz, and Oktokoglu, who's now, you could say, the number 1 snake right now in Istanbul, joining Fenerbahce after playing for, 4 or 5 seasons with Galatasaray. Oktokoglu is like the snake of Istanbul, but I guess he's going to be the starting striker, which... yeah, that's kind of the issue for Turkey. They don't really have like a striker. If they had a vocal point and they could play around with Guler, Yildiz, oh my God. If you give Mika Dautse to Turkey with Yildiz and Guler, oh my God, you have a absolute equipo, an unbelievable team. But I think Yilmaz, who plays for Galatasaray, I think he's on the bench today for Turkey. Let me just quickly check that. I think he's on the bench today, because I actually am impressed by him. Kadioglu's on the bench. Kaveci, Kochku, Oskan. Soyuncu is just terrible. Yilmaz. So yeah, Yilmaz is on the bench for Turkey. Look, man, they got a pretty strong bench, Turkey. Now let's see if they can make the difference with the starting 11. Shout out to everybody in the chat. And big up to Jeff for the kind donation who's coming back with. Por favor, Jeff. Jeff, un día, por favor. Daddy's back. Also, here's the game-winning question: how's much for Poland versus Finland Watchalong? Jeff, if I do a Poland versus Finland Watchalong, I'm gonna need at least, what's a good number? 200. I'm gonna need 200 because that game is gonna be terrible for me. Absolutely terrible. So yeah, 200 if you want that Watchalong. Big up to you, Jeff, for the kind donation. And just for the God's sake, just stop calling me that. I swear. Shout out to Gazman. He's saying 2 high scoring. Albert 3-1 for, I guess, Georgia. Big up to AK. How you doing? Big up to Aldi as well. Chad doing a Chad move in time. Hey, man. Ghana were terrible. I mean, if Semenyo is worth 70 million, it's 70 million naira. Because that was terrible from Semenyo today. Oh, my God. He was terrible. Yes, if you're watching Türkiye, they always ball out because they can't defend well. That's true. Yeah, he's had some issues with injuries. I do agree. Georgia is missing some key players. Going to be tough in the midfield. Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty sure Georgia are missing 1 or 2 players. And guys, forgive me. It's been a while with international football, and I've been doing some more research for the. But I swear they're missing some midfielder. Who is it? Is he suspended? It's not Goga Karishvili. It's not. Is it through injury? I'm just trying to remember the name. That's it. Kitiesvili. Yeah, the one who plays with Sturmgrass. Yeah, and oh my God, how could I forget about Chuck Vatse from Watford? Oh man, that's a big miss of Chuck Vatse because Chuck Vatse, wow, that guy he's a really good player for Georgia and Watford. I think he was linked to a move elsewhere out of Watford, but he didn't get the move. Yeah, but Chuck Vatse is a key miss for them. So, man, they're going to have a tough time in the midfield because you got Çalhanoğlu, Guler, and Yüksek. I mean, Koko Karishvili, he's got to ball out today if they really want to have anything. Empty saying 3-2 for Türkiye. Georgia, not even Naira. He's 70 million Zambian kwacha. Oh, man. What's the currency from Vietnam? Because that currency is worth. Chakavate and Kitashvili, they're the most important midfield link. I would say Chakavate because Chakavate is pretty good. Michael, if Türkiye qualified to World Cup, they might be dark horses. Maybe. Yeah, but he was injured. Damn. Big up, Kano. How are you doing? All right, we got 5 minutes until the game begins. I'm just praying, man. I've been hyped up for... You know when you get, like, hyped up about these games, or you get hyped up about a movie, or you get hyped up about a TV series, and it's a complete and utter... What's, like, one movie that you were super hyped up about, but completely failed when you watched it at the movie theater or you watched it at home? What doesn't happen with this game? Because I've been so hyped about it. This is one game in the National Football Breakdown I've been really looking forward to, and it better deliver. If I get a 0-0 here, I guess Jeff will have to just call me that all the time. Yeah, big up, Jeff. Big up, Samo. How are you doing? Oh, yeah, that one really disappointed me. Yeah, that one was a total bust. You know what? I haven't watched this yet. War of the Worlds. I haven't watched this yet. Hopefully it doesn't ball out. Yo, surprised that this game's worthy enough for a Watchalong, probably because of how it was at the Euros. Well, yeah, and also these two teams actually got a lot of ballers. Like, if you just say Mika Dauci, Kvaratskhelia, Guler, and Yildiz, people automatically know those names. It's straight off the tongue for some people. Obviously, you know, there's other players like Karioglu, Mulder that maybe some don't really know about, but this is definitely worth a watch along. You know why? Because most people won't care. Oh, international break, who cares? There's no Manchester United, there's no Liverpool, there's no football going on. Bro, this is football for me right now. This is football. They will be the horse that that's a crazy. Okay, gotcha. The score has 1-1 or 2-2 written all over it. I think both teams got to win this because we know who's winning this group, people. Spain are winning this group. No doubt about it. But it's really going to be a fascinating battle to see. Whoever wins this game, you're in perfect control because everybody's beating Bulgaria. I say that, but maybe Türkiye could give us a surprise because they lost, what was it, 3-1 to Montenegro? Yeah. So I think this is a game where both teams have to win it. So they're both going to play like it. I don't really expect Türkiye to just go there, show up in Tbilisi where the game is at, and just sit back and defend. I really do not see that happen. If that does happen, I would be shocked. I definitely would be shocked. I think now they're playing the national anthems. Let me just quickly check. Yep. Oh, it's a sold-out stadium. This is hype right here. Maybe. Like in this game, you mean, Ahmed? Is that what you mean? Oscar movie? Okay, I gotta check that out. After the international break when I'm doing all the after all the content I'm going to do and obviously drop a couple of Champions League videos, then I'm going to check out War of Worlds because you guys saying it's pretty good. I can't physically watch the game, but you're cute. Jeff, you are an interesting man. This is the final for both teams. In this game, who's probably the most underrated player? I would probably say Koko Karashvili. That would probably be the most underrated player. I really like him. I didn't see him a lot at Levante. I think he's only played a couple games so far for Sporting. He's a midfielder to watch because we kind of know the players already for Türkiye. You already know Yildiz. You already know Guler. You already know Mulder. You already know some of these players. I would say Bardaki. I do like Bardaki. He can come up clutch with some of the goals. Don't. I did see Alex. I did see. I did see. Nope. I'm fortunately not showing the game here. I kind of unironically liked it because everything. Okay, I might. Don't spoil the movie for me. I gotta wait, people. I gotta wait. All right, here we go. The game that I've been waiting for all my life. All my life. It's actually crazy. I think there's a Georgian now playing in every top 5 league. Yeah, because Mikadot is in La Liga. Kivarski is in League 1. Kokoliezidze is now in Serie A. Who's playing the Premier League? Mamadishvili. And who's in the Bundesliga? Kokokishvili. Wow. So there's a Georgian in every top 5 league at the moment. That is... Can you imagine telling that to yourself like 5-6 years ago? Oh yeah, there's a Georgian in every top 5 league. There's at least one Georgian. I mean, what? That's... I wish I could say that about Finland. I wish I could. Sweden can say that? I think Norway can say that. Denmark can say that. So just shows you the growth that Georgia have made over the last 10 years with their football. I mean, it's just remarkable, really. It's really remarkable considering... you guys got to let me know if you're Georgian in the chat. Is football the main sport? Because I know this, like, rugby is massive as well, and obviously MMA with... oh my God. Why am I forgetting the guy's name? The one who just destroyed him. Oh my God, what's the guy's name? Topuria. I think he's originally from Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. I think Topuria. So Georgians are just elite at every sport, it seems like nowadays. Big up Haibei. Moro. Kattoko Suomi-Norja peli samalla. Ehkä. Mä en kyllä kiinnosta katsoa se peli ollenkaan, kun se on... Oi, toi koko pano Suomella on ihan paska. I guess I'm going to have to put the Finland-Norway game on my phone. I don't really want to, but I guess I'm going to be forced to. It's going to be an ugly sight. And here we go in Tablitsi. This should be good. Hopefully it's good. Let's kind of increase the timer there. Boom. There we go. You see, masterful graphics going on here, people. Masterful graphics. Big up, Ahmed. Thank you for the... Hey, babe, Ahmed. Thank you for the kind donation, but I really appreciate it. Big up, Hussam. How you doing, bro? How you doing, Hussam? See you, man. Hopefully you're going to make it to the World Cup. If you do, the switch up is crazy. I don't really... People are making me forced to watch Finland get annihilated by Norway 5-0. Is this like... You guys just want me to go through pain, huh? To be fair, I don't go through any pain now watching club football. So, thankfully, Liverpool are doing the job nowadays. All right, let me put this on my phone then. While we watch the game here. They're kind of set up in a 5-3-2, Georgia. Kind of looks like it. It looks like Kivara Mikadavce, kind of similar to what we saw at the Euros, where they were just a two-man tandem, like they were prime Dwayne Wade and LeBron. Then who would kind of be the Chris Bosh? I would probably say it would have been like Chakvatse from the midfield. All right, let me get this up on my phone. Really? Are we not showing the game here? All right, the ball goes out. Where on earth is the game for Finland? Jeff, if you... No, I'm saying, Hussam, are you going? I know Jordan qualified, bro. You saw the video. I saw the video. If you're going, are you sure, Mike? 200? Jeff, if you donate 200, I will do the Finland-Poland watch-along. 100%. Oh, my God. There's already a chance for Oktokoglu. And it looks like it's a poor touch already. It's actually crazy, Oktokoglu. He scored against Fenerbahce and joins them. Wow, that was terrible from Mamadishvili. He scores against Fenerbahce, knocks them out of the Champions League, joins them 2-3 days later. I have not actually seen that before. All right, where is the game for Finland? Is it at Yle Arena? Wow, Georgia are struggling in the beginning and Türkiye are taking advantage of it. Oh yeah, my score prediction, by the way, people, I think I said 2-2 for this game. That was my score prediction for the matchup. But now, yeah, Türkiye already got an early corner here. So let's see. Let's see if they can. They don't. I guess like Bardaki. He's a pretty. Yeah, he usually gets a lot of goals from set pieces. Does Bardaki? All right, here's Golero with the set piece corner. Good corner in. No way. What a goal. And it's Mulder as well. Oh, I told you people, we're cooking. We're cooking already. It's 1-0 for Türkiye. Wow, that is a horrific start for Georgia. Oh, man, what the heck happened there? There we go. Wow, it's already 1-0 Türkiye. And we haven't even played, what, 3 minutes? Hey, man, this game is going to cook. This game is going to cook. I think it's Mulder who got... Look at Goler's set piece, man. This guy is such a baller. Can you really blame Georgia there? I mean, like, you got to clear your lines. I think that's just a fabulous header from Mulder. And there's nothing Mamadishvili could have done there. Wow, what a header and what a goal. And it's already 1-0. Already 1-0 for Türkiye. And it hasn't even been 3 minutes. Que golazo, que golazo. All right, let me now try and get the Finland game up on my phone. Now it kind of makes it interesting to see if really can... Because Georgia, I think they just suit more being a counterattacking team compared to a possession-based team. And I'm really worried to see how they're going to do in that situation. All right, there we go. Now I got to watch the pressure on the phone with Finland. Oh, look at Kivara's layoff. Oh, great play from Georgia. Can they get it out wide? They do. Look at the speed. When they attack, though, they get a lot of speed going here. All right, here's Georgia. Cross in. Oh, just terrible cross. Terrible, terrible. Let's see. This is what we want to see, people. Yeah, it will be interesting. 100%. Some younger players from Finland is starting. Is this future looking bright? No, we're ass. We're ass, bro. Finland are... We didn't even call up our best youngsters because our manager, I just don't understand him whatsoever. So I can tell you right now, it's going to be 3-4-0 for Norway. Finland basically played a A/B team. A lot of them are first-timers into the national team or don't have a lot of appearances. And I think he's resting a lot of players for Poland on Sunday, the Finland manager. See, now how does the psyche go for these Georgian players? Because Türkiye, I feel like when they get momentum, this national team, it's like a cocaine for them. They just thrive on the momentum. They're probably the most momentum team in international football. Easily. Yep, they already scored. Already, bro. Already, bro. They didn't even take that long. Set piece goal. Here's Chahonoglu. Can he get past the defender? Nope. Good defending. But see, now that you don't have like a guy like Chuck Fatse, your midfield is kind of hampered. So you're going to have to look a lot more at Kivara. I mean, Kivara's going to have to really have an exceptional game today if Georgia want to win. Considering now that they're 1-0 down in this matchup. Maybe Türkiye, they also kind of... I feel like Türkiye are a better counter-attacking team as well. Because when I watched them against the United States in June in the friendly, I mean, the USA were terrible in that game, but also Türkiye were really good. Oh, good defending again. This is what they got to do. They just got to be physical with Kivara. Don't allow him space, and they'll cook. They'll cook. It's as simple as that. Big up Mahai. How you doing? Oh, banger to sleep on. Oh, yeah, bro. You're going to need, like, I don't know what you need. Codeine or something like that to kind of watch that game. That game is going to be terrible. Absolutely terrible. I definitely would not recommend watching Uruguay versus Peru. Maybe, what would be another game? Definitely would watch Colombia versus... We haven't won a game without Chuck Fatse and Kite in the 3 years. They're vital. Yeah, I kind of feel the same thing about that. Especially Chuck Fatse. I did not know he was injured for this international break. That's a big miss. I mean, if you miss a player like Mikadalce or Kivara, I think it's even worse. Oh, here comes the speed over the top. Good defending. Mamadashvili gets to it. Why didn't they have that whole area closed up in the stadium? That's a bit weird to me. Let's see what. You know how that whole sequence started, by the way, that Türkiye got the corner? It's from Mamadashvili being poor on the ball. And then it leads to a counter. No, sorry, that was for the chance for Oktokoglu. So that didn't lead to the corner. Yeah, but look, Montella has got this team all drilled up. They look very comfortable in possession, out of possession. Türkiye so far, they all they know, they just have to eliminate Mikadotse and Kivara from this game, and Türkiye should be comfortable. They should be comfortable, but sometimes tactically it goes all tits up for these guys. Like we saw, like what was it, the last 20, 30 minutes against Austria, like we saw against Montenegro in the Nations League. Sometimes it can just go badly. Ball over the top to Oxlagoglu. Lays it off. Nobody there. Here, Kokoškalishvili. Terrible pass. I don't know if I like Guler more in the 8, like what Xabi Alonso is trying to do with him. I just don't. I'd rather see him in the number 10 where he can just find those little. I just think he's such an Ozil sort of player. Would you put Prime Mesut Ozil in the 8? No, you put Prime Mesut Ozil right behind the striker and let him cook. I think that's what Guler is eventually going to become. I think he just needs to play in that role. But you kind of see that sometimes Xabi Alonso tells him to go further up the field and go around the box. It was terrible. The game was terrible. I mean, the game wasn't terrible, but I mean, Ghana were just, like I said earlier, Semenyo was. If you told me that guy played in the Premier League, I would tell you need a drug test. Poor pass over the top by Guler. So Georgia haven't really enjoyed possession at all as of right now. And that's kind of affecting their game, you can see. Prime Finland, Prime USA with Michael Bradley, Josie Altidore. That team was phenomenal. Phenomenal. 2009 USA, I'll never forget, man. What one of the best teams I've ever seen. For CONCACAF, at least. Actually, that would be a good debate. What was a better team, 2009 USA or 2014 Costa Rica? What would be the better team? That would be a good debate. Might have to do that debate video. Oh, Oktokoglu just got... Ooh. That didn't seem so malicious by Yildiz there. Wow, Georgia are on panic attack. Guler. Oh, what a block. Wow, Georgia are struggling out of with possession so far. That should have been a goal. How did Guler not score there? Oh boy, look at this. What are Georgia doing? Look, the pressing from Türkiye, though, is very good. That should have been a goal, man. Who gave up the ball there? Was that that was Bizili. I mean, great block, but this ain't looking good, man. This is not looking good so far. This is not looking good so far. Here's Yildiz. Is he going to take the shot? He does take the shot. He was trying to go back post towards, I think it was Mulder who was making the run at the back post. So far, this has been 10 minutes in. It's been a clinic. It's been an absolute clinic from Türkiye. They've given absolutely nothing to Georgia, and you can kind of see where somebody was talking about that Chakavatse and was a big miss for this game. Because that's the thing. Georgia really... I think it's kind of similar to what we saw at the Euros, where I think Türkiye were dominating like the first 25 minutes. And then eventually, I think because obviously the nerves for Georgian players, I mean, this is their biggest game ever. You can kind of felt that the nerves were there. Then they kind of calmed down a little bit. So I wonder if we're going to get like a replica here of just kind of calming down the nerves. To be fair, yeah, we did. We did kind of look terrible. But then look what happened afterwards. We beat... I cannot imagine that Michael Bradley, Landon Donovan, Josie Altidore beat a prime basically Barca Madrid team. Now, one of the biggest shocks I've ever seen. See, if I'm Türkiye, I'm just pressing high up the field all the time and trying to get a 3-0 lead. Because look at Georgia again. They just don't look comfortable so far with Kokoškalishvili. You can kind of see they're like, okay, there's so much space on the right side. There's like no midfielder because they're playing with 3 forwards. It's basically like Ruben Amorim's system here. Oh, man. Great ball over the top, but can he get to it? It's too much. Oh, still in play? Nope, out of play. Out of play as of right now. Uh, Clubs that lost aura. Boca, Milan, Manchester United, Valencia, Lyon. Ooh, yeah. I'm trying to think of another team that's lost aura since then. Since about like let's say like 2010, who lost the most aura? I'd probably say that Man United have lost. Actually, no, Valencia have lost the most aura, but that's mostly down to their horrific ownership or well lack of ownership. I'm trying to think of another team. Ooh, maybe like Hamburg or Werder Bremen. Those teams were quite good in like the mid 2000s. There's no real other team that I could think of. Those would be Those would be other teams I could think of. Well, yeah, that's the perfect list, especially Boca. I mean, they are just a travesty. I mean, at least they've won some like trophies, but we know with Boca, if there's no Copa Libertadores, it's a shameful season. Same thing for Manchester United. Definitely want to see this Uzun guy. Okay, Çalhanoğlu with just an absolutely yeah, just terrible, man. Terrible from Çalhanoğlu. He's trying to do the hero pass right there, but it doesn't quite work out. Is this Uzun guy on the bench from Eintracht Frankfurt? No, he's not. He's not even on the bench. Wait, what? Did the Uzun guy, did he not even travel with the team if you're Turkish? Yeah, he must have not made it to the final one. There's no way. He has to be in the team. Oh, here we go with Georgia. Oh, that looked like a foul. Oh my God, what a challenge from Kokakashvili. Here comes Kivara. Oh, I just couldn't get out of his feet. And then finally, it's a corner for Georgia. I think that's the first time they've really gotten a thorough attack at Türkiye, but they defended it well, especially in Mali. Very impressed by it. This Mali guy looks pretty good. Maybe he's better than Karaoglu as of right now. You can kind of tell look, you see the manager going up to the player Kashia and just saying, hey, this is how we need to build up. All right. It ain't working out right now, but we have to do. There's just too much space in the midfield. There's lack of combination. All they can try and do is just go long towards Kivara or long towards Mikadalce. But those guys are really not hold-up players, kind of like a Kudus or something. Ball in, cleared away. Again, cleared away by Türkiye. Well, there's at least like 5 Georgians in the box. You're not going to do a combination play from there. Oh my God, what a ball! Hey, that was close for Georgia. That was close for Georgia. Of course. What I tell you, man? Of course, Finland give up a penalty. What is this? How you doing, bro? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully all my Uzbek compatriots are doing well. Okay, somebody's down injured. Somebody's going to foul Kivara soon. Okay, they're not going to stop play. Or maybe Kivara. Nope, Kivara's going to keep playing. All right, nope. Nope, play stopped. Play stopped for Guler. Oh, is that Guler? I think it's Azun. No, it is Guler. What happened here? Okay, just a little bit of tangle. And then Kokokashvili just comes in and... I mean, I don't know. Is that a foul? Let's see. And Holland scores against Finland. Of course. Yeah, definitely... I wouldn't say like Ajax. They got back the aura though with Ten Hag a little bit. They had the aura with Ten Hag, and then afterwards it went absolutely shit. Well, that was more because Mark Overmars left the club. But yeah, I would probably say like Schalke lost most of the aura, considering they got relegated. And I mean, since when was that? That was COVID. So that was 2021. Because I remember the fans went to go protest at the bus during COVID. So it's been about now like 3 to 4 seasons that Schalke have been in the 2nd division. I mean, what a disgrace. For a club that size, it's just shameful. Shameful, yeah. So probably they have lost the most aura. Which national team, though, has lost the most aura, people? That's a good question. Is it Italy? Is it Nigeria? Is it Chile? Is it... probably go with the United States. No foul there. Oh, good play. There is so much space to drive into, and there's Kivara. Now Kivara finally has like a one-on-one situation, but you see great defending there. Just to stop him, get the foul, boom. Is he going to get, or is he going to book the player? Oh, the Turkish players are hot. Is it a foul or is it a dive? Yildiz just got absolutely bullied off the ball. Man, Sheldrup is such a good player. Oh, okay. Brazil, definitely Chile. How you doing, bro? How you doing? Good, good, good. Hopefully you just tuned in. Brazil, I would not Brazil really. I mean, yeah, I guess, but you really got to look at like Italy. I mean, they guys can't even qualify for a World Cup. Bulgaria, they're absolutely terrible. For a country that produced Stoichkov and Berbatov and how awful they are right now. Oh yeah, no, that's not a foul on Man, Norway just got so many ballers. I'm actually just so jealous. Okay. To Kokakashvili. Takes the shot, and the field goal is good by Kokakashvili. The field goal is good. We are back. We are back, baby. We are back. Germany have lost some aura too. Not as much as Italy, though. Not as much as Italy. Come on, man. I think it's like Italy, Chile, and Nigeria. Those teams have lost the most aura for me. By far. I'm trying to think of like an Asian team that has lost a lot of aura. Because Iran haven't won the Asian Cup for like 5 decades, 4 decades. You can't even say them either. John Ogle trying to find Yildiz. Good defending. Oh, you didn't really need to make that second header. Oh my god. And then whoop. Wow. Oh my god, that was absolutely techie. The tech was on show there. Again, they're just too passive in possession as of right now, Georgia. They're finding it very difficult. I have barely said Mika Dalce's name so far. But Mika Dalce isn't really like a player who needs a lot of touches either. They're losing already. Just a corner, and that was it. That was it. To be fair, yeah, that is true. They did reach a AFCON final just, what was it, last year? Oh, here comes Kivara, though. That's a foul. Definite foul by Mulder or Ismail. Yep, and that's easily a yellow card. You just see, man, when Kivara gets going, that's a foul on yellow on Yuksik. You just can't stop Kivara, man. When he just gets gliding like that, Kivara is the most non-GA guy I've seen. We don't need to have GA with Kivara to know that you just give him a moment, he'll produce magic. Just like he did against Aston Villa. That's why I just love Kivara. Let's see if Georgia can get a goal here, man. They desperately need it. Oh my god. Oh, that was close. So are we just saying that Spain's going to win every game in this group? Because that's kind of like my feeling as of right now when it comes to this game. Or when it comes to this group. That, yeah, this group is just going to be Spain and then inshallah for all the other teams. Oh, what a pass into Mika Dalce. Mika Dalce's got to take a shot from there, okay? Okay, Georgia are now cooking. I kind of alluded to this like 5 minutes ago that it was going to take about maybe 5 more minutes. Georgia's starting to cook up. Kind of get rid of the nerves. Maybe it was just the home crowd maybe that got to the players. And obviously the early goal too, because it's like, okay, what do we do now? You got to react. Okay, let's see if Georgia can do anything from here. Corner in. Nope, over everybody. Cleared away by Türkiye. Oi, Kokakashvili. Nice play out wide to Kivara. Let's see if Kivara is going to put the ball in the box or is he going to... He's going to have a switch of play, which is oh, what a pass. Hey man, Kivara produced an absolutely phenomenal pass, but he's not really playing as a striker though. He's kind of playing more as the number 10. It's kind of more Aktakoglu who's been playing so far as the striker, I would say. That's just my opinion. I think that's mostly what we've seen so far from Turkiye. Let me just see the still with Kivara. They're double teaming Kivara every time. But here we go now with the counter attack for Turkiye. Oh, good play to Çalhanoğlu. Step overs. Is he going to get out wide to Yildiz? Oh, good play. Here's Yildiz. 1-on-1 with the defender. Oh, my God. Yildiz. Oh, he still has it, though. Still with Yildiz. Still with Yildiz. Nope. That's just my thing. There's just no present. Like, if they had, like, a prime, like, Burak Yilmaz on this side, oh, chef's money. Even Burak Yilmaz, when Leo won the league, Guler with a shot, and, hey, bro, this ain't Dortmund. Relax. This ain't Dortmund. Big up, Ian. How you doing, bro? Hopefully you're doing well. No, that game, the Finalissimo, that's until March, I think, right? I think it's in March. And I think the game is not even going to be played in either Spain or... It's just so stupid, man. Yeah, been a decent game so far. Kind of a little bit more disappointed by Georgia so far in this game. A little bit more disappointed by them so far. Here's Mikadalce, though. 1-on-1. Oh, great defending. Is this again Elmail? This guy's been an absolute machine everywhere. I was offside, I think, on Mikadalce. No, it wasn't. That wasn't Email. Yeah, it was Elmail. Wow. Hey, bro, this defender, Kadioglu, you might be riding the bench a little bit longer at this time. They're playing the high line perfectly. Montela's got them drilled in. Hey, maybe Montela's the second coming of Ange Postecoglou. Oh, no way did Sao Tome Principe score. Nah. You guys are lying. Sao Tome Principe scored again. Oh, wow. Ay. You can see, though, that Guler, Çalhanoğlu, their initial thought immediately, this ain't club football. Their immediate thought now, when they're a little bit more freedom out of the system football, it's just to play direct every time. Here comes Kivara, though. Kivara, 1-on-1 with the defender. Again, he's being double teaming. Good defending from Mulder. I mean, Mulder's just going to have to be on point throughout the entire game against Kivara. And he's a pretty decent defender. I actually do rate Mulder quite highly. I'm surprised he didn't make a move after the Euros, because he scored, I mean, that ridiculous volley against Georgia in the group stage, but he's still at Fenerbahce winner. Yeah, Fenerbahce are a massive team. They are a massive team. Here we go with the corner. I think this is like the third corner for Georgia, but they haven't really tested at all. Oh, then I say that, and almost the goalkeeper had a fumble. And remember, it's not Bayindir in goal. Oh, why can you not control possession of the ball? There we go. Here's Kivara. Yeah, that was only like the first like 15 minutes. It just looked like it was going to be a runaway show for Türkiye, and they kind of now ceded possession towards Georgia, and now Georgia is just trying to find those pockets, because it kind of looks like, as well, it's like a 4-5-1 out of possession for Türkiye. They kind of have like Yildiz and Guler play as like two number 10s out of possession. Oh, that's just terrible. Here we go with Guler. If you can find Yildiz. Oh, good idea. That would have been spectacular. If somehow that assist pulled off, money from Guler. Might just be... Again, they press well, though, Türkiye. They win the ball back beautifully. They just keep possession well. Georgia not really high pressing, and I said that both teams got to win this game. Yeah, this could definitely end 4-0. Maybe. Any score is possible. Definitely been more impressed by Türkiye of the two teams as of right now. Again, It's weird though. Why is some of the stadium being closed? Somebody's got to explain that to me because some of the stadium is being closed. So I guess it's like renovation or just the limited capacity that they can actually have at the stadium because some of the areas are closed and there is also a lot of security, of course. Just there's something about these track stadiums that just it just gets to my mind. I hate them so much as I love the Napoli Stadium. It's been renovated. Gotcha. Okay, it's been renovated. To be fair, this is not really like a track stadium. It's kind of like a semi-track. Oh, good press. What? Oh, it's a Koglu, man. Just hold up the ball. There you go. Look at. That's how you beat the press if you're Türkiye. Here's Guler. Is he going to try and play it direct? No. Just keep possession if you're Türkiye. Just keep possession. Just tire them out. Because now Kvara's go out. He's got to go out wide. He's got to go out wide to the right, out wide to the left, and just try and get any sort of joy so far. Oh, they're definitely old school, but if Georgia qualified to the World Cup, oh yeah, 100%. If Georgia qualified to the World Cup, I will definitely get the World Cup kit. Nope. Nada. It's an old Soviet Olympic stadium. It's hard to rebuild and modernize. Yeah, that's true. A lot of those old, although they did that same thing for the oh my God, what's it called? Where they hosted the World Cup final in 2018? Because I remember that Luzinski Stadium. That used to be a track stadium, if I'm not mistaken. I think that used to be a track stadium. Oh, do we got mods in the chat here? No, we don't got any mods here. The mods are failing me today. They might have to be sacked today, you know? The mods might have to be sacked. As they say in England, you're getting sacked in the morning, sacked in the morning. You're getting sacked in the morning. Man, how did Holland just miss? It's just one-way traffic. I mean, that is true. Yes, that is true. Although, yeah, there was that other stadium. Thank you. I'll make your mod empty because there's no other mods here. Wait, let's just see. And he's always supportive of the channel as well. We'll make you like that. There we go, empty. All right, empty. There you go. You can control what's going on here. Still, like 30. I don't think Georgia have had a shot on target. I don't think they've even tested Sekir. I don't think they've had one shot. There's only been one shot on target in the entire game so far. One shot on target. Oh, definitely calf. Definitely calf. There's no doubt about it. I don't think there needs to be a discussion there. Although you could definitely say Japan, but Kvara now just trying to play Jogo Bonito, but great defending from. This is one aspect that's really improved with Guler is his off-ball work rate. I didn't think I was going to see that a lot because you kind of just see the frame of the player. You're like, nah, he's not going to cut it out with what's going on here. Good defending. Again, they just win. There's no foul there on Georgia. I think if this gets to 2-0, then it's a little bit shaky, I think, for all the Georgians out there. Because this first half, it's just been Turkish domination. No, Oktogoglu's offside. Bro, every time I just turn to my right and I just see Norway, Finland, I just see Finland attacking. I mean, I just see Norway attacking every single time. Every single time. No way, Japan or South Korea will win a World Cup before. No way, bro. I think the only opportunity for an AFC team is Japan. That's the only one. The others, not so much. I mean, to be fair, I mean, Yunus Musa has been terrible. Like for what, year and a half now, I want to say about a year and a half. He's not been the same player anymore, Yunus Musa. So I don't want to see him in the midfield for the United States. It should just be Johnny Cardoso, Weston McKinney, and then hopefully Giovanni Reina if he can get some game time at Mönchengladbach. But Yunus Musa can be a good, decent. He can be a backup. The fact that Atalanta paid like 25 million for him. Hey, Milan stole money. I don't know how much Milan. How much did they pay for him from Valencia? Here comes Yildiz. Too much on the pass there with the sauce. Tyler Adams. Oh yeah, Tyler Adams. Okay, so Tyler Adams, Johnny Cardoso. Now the 10 is a bit of a problem, so I would kind of go with Reina in that situation. Yeah, I'll probably still go with Giovanni Reina. I just gotta trust the guy, man. I have to. Gulero Rodrigo. If I speak, I am in big trouble. If I speak, I am in big trouble. I just really prefer Gulero. If Rodrigo took his career serious, he would have forced to move out. No, he's comfortable just sitting on the bench, collecting a paycheck. All is good in life. Rodrigo doesn't have ambition as of right now. Actually, to be fair, yeah, Malik Tillman. Because now he's going to have a decent season, I think, at Bayer Leverkusen. That a certain someone got sacked. If you don't know who, go check out all my shorts. I just posted one about the manager. Go check it out. So I cannot do any CONCACAF. I cannot do any CONMEBOL watch-alongs because the games are at, 3 a.m., 2 a.m., 4 a.m. for me. So I got to rewatch all the games afterwards early in the morning here where I'm at. I wish I could. I mean, I would love to watch those games. Actually, which CONCACAF games are on tonight? Are they all on tonight or are they some on tomorrow? Let me see. So there's tonight Suriname, Panama, Guatemala, El Salvador. Oh, I would love to. Maybe I can catch the later game a little bit more. If I'm a true fan, I would stay up. I am watching. It's just levels, bro. Now, Harold, I know this already. I told the chat already. It's going to be 4-0 for Norway. I know the level of Norway, and I know. But to be fair, though, I would kind of say that this is like Norway's first team, and this is like a B team for Finland because most of the first teamers are staying or resting for the Sunday game. So I would kind of say it's like a B team for Finland, but overall, we're still the Norway C team would beat the Finland A team. That's just how much bad they are. That's how bad we are. It's like Milan's. To be fair, though, I do rate this Bardaki guy and Ismaili so far, the left back for Turkey. I rate those two players. And Mulder's a good player, so Demiral, not so much sold on him. Guler, again, that delivery from Guler is money. If there was just one player at the back post, I think it was Yildiz actually, who had a chance at the back post. If he just... Oh, look at... Now they're trying to play quickly to make a Dalte. And again, it's this Ismaili guy. This guy has been everywhere today so far. No, we're trash. We're trash, bro. Thank you for the positivity. I'll keep it reality here. Finland are terrible. Terrible. I would love to see Oscar Santis. Definitely, because that's one player that really stood out. The two fullbacks, those guys really stood out to me at the Gold Cup. Otherwise, I think I guess kind of just go to Saprissa, maybe like in Costa Rica, somewhere like there. That would be a good one. Finland, Chile would just be straight up. That game they would just show at Guantanamo Bay. That's where they would show that game. Guantanamo Bay. That would just be a punishment to a prisoner. Ooh. Is El Mai down? Oh, this is not good. Or did he just get don't... Wow. After having such a good game, actually, I would probably say man of the match. El Mai is now down injured for Türkiye. I would say Bardaki, he can defend. That's the only one who gives me confidence. Actually, Mulder too. Mulder is pretty good too. The fact that you can rest those guys, it's just pitiful to me, man. It's just pitiful, Harold. You don't need to make me sad. You don't need to make me sad. Because all of those guys would start for Finland. All of them. Every single one of them would start. Have Finland even had a shot? Oh, my God. Okay, to be fair, let me just quickly look at the Finnish bench and see who could start for us. Antman could start, Ivanov could start, Kairinen could start, Lod would start, Markiev would start, Pohjanpalo would start, Denho would start. So we're missing a couple players on the bench. I would probably say like one guy, two, three, four players are starting today that we usually start. So now, yeah. Now Karioglu is getting warmed up for Türkiye. To be fair, Panama would win that game. No cap. Panama would beat Finland. Hands down. I don't need to say anymore. Hands down. That's how awful we are. Can't lie. I'm a little bit disappointed in this first half in this game. I think that's more on Georgia compared to Türkiye. Because I'm actually quite positive about the way Türkiye are playing off the ball and with the ball and with the pressing. Feels like Montella actually tactically prepared for this game compared to Willis Arnold. Yes, you could talk about, there's a couple key players missing for Georgia, but here we go with Kivara, though. Double team. Nope. Oh, my God, that was a spectacular move. This might be the craziest own goal. Oh, hey, if that was an own goal, you just knew it was the Turkey national team. Of course, banter. Of course, banter. It is the Nordic banter. We're so bad. I want to be competitive with Norway. I want to be competitive with Sweden and Denmark. At a time, we were actually probably second best Nordic team. I would say maybe second. Not on paper, but just the way we were playing in the football. But yeah, now we're like, I would probably still say fourth or fifth alongside Iceland. Not really conscription. It's just that there's not enough money in football here. That's the big issue. All of the money goes to ice hockey and track and field. We just don't have the infrastructure compared to other nations. And you this absolutely sent Kakbatse to early retirement. Sent him to early retirement with that little juke move. Oop! Adios. And Kakbatse said, yeah, you're not going anywhere. We got to get Türkiye, though, to some World Cup with these players, man. There's no way. I can never not see a World Cup with Goulet and Yildiz not there. That would be a huge indictment on football. Huge indictment. So I wouldn't really say it's because of the military conscription here that Finland isn't good. Here we go, though, with the set piece again. Let's see if it's going to be the downfall of Georgia one more time, because that's already happened earlier on in this game. Otherwise, the set pieces, there was that last one from Goulet that was pretty good that Yildiz could have got to. Here's Goulet again. No foul. It looks like there was just coming together in the box. Oh, my God. Georgia cannot clear their lines. It's a chance. Golasso. Is Oxakoglu as well. The new Fenerbahce, man. Harry Potter. Just terrible defending from Georgia. They don't clear their lines. Türkiye are all over it, pressing the ball. They want it more. Golasso. I'm not going to say game over because it's Türkiye. And until it's like added time, 2 minutes to go, it's still 2-0, 3-0. Then I'll say it's over. Okay, no foul. I don't know why the Georgian players are just sitting down there. Mikadadze can't clear his line. Poor defending all together. Little bit of deflection. Oktokoglu is there. 2-0. The new Fenerbahce man and Harry Potter. I see. It took a big deflection, but so they needed. This is just. I think it was Kashia as well who just cleared it straight to. It's over. Shambles, man. Absolute shambles from Georgia. Absolute shambles. I think that's why in my predictions I did have Türkiye finishing higher than Georgia. Türkiye are still a better team, and I feel like they have really raised their level. I know they lost that game to Montenegro, but it's like how much stock can you put into the Nations League games? But you can see now that some of these Turkish players, and I feel like it's more the younger generation, like the Guler and Yildiz, they're a lot more mature. Maybe Türkiye from like 5-6 years ago, it's like total disaster. Like when they feel a little bit of pressure, they collapse. But this Turkish team, they want to return to the World Cup. Mind you, they haven't been to the World Cup since 2002. Are they looking for offside? Is that what they're looking for? Yeah, goal check from VAR. All right, let's see if they're going to cancel this goal. Please, Finland. Oh my God, we are so bad. Finland are so bad. So what are they looking for? There's no offside. Am I? Are they looking for a foul? Nope, it's 2-0. It's good. 2-0 Türkiye. Wow, this is gonna have to be some halftime speech from Willy Sagnol. It's gonna have to be some halftime speech because right now this is not good whatsoever. We've seen Kivara have some joy a little bit, but nothing really from Mikadadze. I'm going to have to check if they have the stats online of how many touches he's actually had in the game so far. I mean, like Koko Kashvili is like a one-man midfield. Either Willy Sagnol has to switch his formation going from back five to like a 4-3-3, and maybe that way they can press higher up the field, but this ain't looking good. Don't even talk to me about that. With the exception of mosquitoes, I love you. Yeah, we got a lot of mosquitoes here. Man. Yeah, ski jumping is terrible. Cross country skiing, we're terrible. We're just terrible, bro. We're just an ice hockey nation. That's all we are. That's all we are. Yeah. I'm hoping they can make it with. Yeah, that would be awesome. Even though Ozun, the Frankfurt guy, he's not even on the bench today. I checked. Ooh, is that gonna be a red card or just a foul on Kivara? No, this is gonna be a foul by Kivara. Mika Downsett, he has 6 touches so far. That's 6 touches for one of probably the second most important player on this team. And they've only completed 117 passes in 44 minutes. Do you know how shameful that is? Oh, Golair tried to do the no-look step over. Oh, what is Kivara doing? Okay, he's just trying to calm it down. Yeah, Willy Sagnol, I think now him and his coaching staff are like, okay, we got to make major changes at halftime. Major changes because they ain't finding no joy. They just cannot get anything together. You can just see it's like one team has a steady midfield where every player is comfortable on the ball. They're all combining play. And the other team is struggling to just find any momentum. Gotta drink some water. 2 more minutes of added time. Ball over the top. Nothing. Hey, Demiral and Bardaki so far, they're doing well. They are doing well. Stop, guys. Stop. It's not 2-0 Sao Tome and Principe. It's not 2-0. Okay? It's not 2-0. We move on. All right? Cool. Good. You don't give me InfoWars information. Don't give me Fox News information. It is not 2-0 Sao Tome and Principe, okay? Wait, what's the referee looking at? Is he looking for a penalty? I don't think that's a penalty by Demiral. Let me look here. Okay, wait. No, I think that hits his chest, Demiral. Yeah, that hits his chest. That's not a penalty. We can move on. No, you guys are trolling. No, I don't believe the information, all right? I'll check my reputable sources at Flash Score, and there I will know if it's actually 2-0. All right? We're going to check it together as well. All right? We're going to check it as one. We're going to see if it's really real or fake. Oh, my God. Back post. Oh, my. How on earth did he miss? I mean, Koko Kashvili put in an absolute dime. So I think it was Mekva Bizili. Or was that Lokosvili? Oh, my God. How does Lokosvili... That cross was unbelievable. He just couldn't sort out his feet. That's easily George's best opportunity of the game. Easily, but wow. How did he miss that, Lokosvili? But that's literally been the only opportunity for Georgia. Only opportunity so far. And they're going to need about 5 to 10 of those in the second half. Golair, if he just got that pass straight on. Well, there's halftime, people. Yeah. First off, we're going to do is, before we kind of talk about more of the game and why Georgia are really struggling. We're gonna check together because you people in the chat are telling me that Sao Tome and Principe are beating Equatorial Guinea 2-0. All right, I don't believe you, but we're gonna just check it together. Don't cry, it's just the best. And you gotta love these Turkish fans, people. Like as neutrals, we're like Turkey and Indonesia. They both have like such prideful fan bases online, at the stadium, which is beautiful, but also sometimes can be toxic. It can be toxic. Like when you criticize the team a little bit, oh, they all come firing at you, all firing. But yeah, it's 2-0 Turkey. We'll talk about the game later. But you people are telling me it's 2-0. Okay, I don't see anything here, guys. I don't see anything here. Did Fenerbahce made a mistake firing Jose Mourinho? To be fair, I don't really follow like Turkish football a lot. Obviously, I just follow like the European competitions and seeing how Turkish clubs do there, which, by the way, terrible. Başakşehir and also Beşiktaş did not advance. Okay, so Chad and Ghana, I watched the game. That's 1-1. Cool. All right. Angola, Libya, 0-0. Typical Angola during these qualifiers. Nothing to see there. Sierra Leone beating. Madagascar just scored against. But I don't see no Sao Tome and Principe, guys. So I don't know what you're talking about. Mauritius, Cape Verde, 1-0. Wow. It is actually 2-0 Sao Tome and Principe, you know. Wow. It's actually 2-0. It's actually 2-0. Disgraceful. Let me check the others. Lithuania, Malta, 0-0. Okay, fair. What, is it still 0-0? Let me check this. Is Albania playing Gibraltar? Hey, yo, Albania cannot be drawing that game either. That would be disgrace. It's 0-0 between Gibraltar and Albania? Wow. Wow. Hey, Silvino might be gone after this window. Silvino might be gone after this window. Big up, Aldi. How you doing, bro? Glad you're lucky I'm not watching the game, man. I'll be watching the home game against Latvia for that. Remember, people, if you haven't done so already, hit the like button. Shout out to Jeff for the kind donation. Shout out to Heybay for the kind donation. Most important thing you do is hit the like button and also get your thoughts in the chat right now. What'd you make of the first half? Who was the player that really impressed you? To me, I gotta go with obviously El Mali. That guy at the left back position for me, Kadiogluhu at this moment in time. Kadiogluhu, because overall, like that was just easily a perfect. Hey, bro, that you're gonna get an absolute just talking to from your uncle or your cousin. What do you mean you put $1,000 on Equatorial Guinea beating Sao Tome and Principe? What do you mean you put $10,000 on Ghana and Semenyo to score instead for him to have a disaster class and Chat to score a wonder goal? Yeah, you would just have a breakup in your family. You wouldn't talk to your uncle for a couple of years. You would not talk to your cousins anymore. You would forget their names if you were betting on that. Thankfully, I don't bet on sports. And by the way, people, you will never see any betting sponsorship at all on this channel. Never, ever. I'm not the Premier League where I get like some fake Chinese companies with their betting companies. All right, let's keep it going. I just want to get the stats up for this half. All right, there we go. Oh, let's not see that. I think Flash scores show how many touches the player has. Oh, he doesn't? Really? Okay. Give me a second here. Let me see if they have it on SofaScore. Because usually Flash Score does a pretty good job at that. Is it here? Do they have it here, the stats? For the players? Maybe on SofaScore they do. Yeah, there we go. Okay, good. They have it on SofaScore. Crazy, man. They were actually like... I'm convinced that Chad goal that Otto was betting on. Otto Doi went straight into the changing room and just looked at his phone. He's like, "Damn, yo, that PayPal is gonna be good." You just can't trust them, man. You just can't. Like, they played so well in March. Like, I watched both games for Ghana. They were actually really good in March. Really, like, confident, tactically prepared. And then you just see the mess you saw today. It's like, really? And you can't even blame Jordan Ayew. You can't blame the Ayew brothers. The guy has like 6 goals in this window. You can't even blame him. All right, let me get rid of these. No, okay, cool. So Kivara has barely been involved in this game. He's had 9 touches, 7 out of 9 dribbles attempted. One, he's had one dribble success. He's 100% had a dribble success in this game. I don't know what SofaScore are doing here. Mika Dalce, though, wow, 48 minutes played. He had 7 touches, 2 out of 6 with the passes. That just shows you if these two guys are not cooking for Georgia, they're screwed. They're absolutely screwed in that sense. If you compare these two guys, right? You see Mika Dalce, Kvaratskhelia. Now let's go look at Luke Goulet, man. He's all over the field, people. Picking up the ball on the left side, picking up the ball on the right side, even playing the left wing. 37 touches. I'm not a stats guy, but what you want your best players to do at the international level, be involved in the game. 37 touches, 23 out of 25 passes, 1 assist. Obviously, it was the corner, so. But overall, like, his game is just it's like such an intelligent player, and just the class he shows, the touches, it's a joy. I'm just grateful that we get to witness Goulet for, 10 years, 15 years playing at the highest level. Is he going to be at Real Madrid for his entire career? Maybe some people are skeptical about him making the move going straight from Fenerbahce to Real Madrid, because we've seen other players kind of fail in that sense, but I just love Arda Güler, man. There's just something about this player. Let's like, compared to Yildiz has had a bit of a quiet game, but he was getting a little bit more success at the end. You see dribbles attempted 3 out of 1, so that was the one that he got past. I think it was Kakabatse in that sequence. So overall, it's like the star players for Türkiye are showing up, while the star players for Georgia, they haven't risen to the challenge yet. So what I'm trying to see is, what does Willy Sagnol do at halftime? Because he's going to have to take off, I think, one of the fullbacks in this sequence and move to a back four. Now, is he going to do that? I think it will be tough. These are just inconsistent performances we get from Ghana. Did well to get to the last World Cup, just to embarrass us in the World Cup. Was it really embarrassing, though? You did beat South Korea, so it's not that embarrassing. Yes, but if you can't ball, you are cooked. They can't get the ball to the front line. Yeah, because the problem for Türkiye is, Georgia. The problem for Georgia is that the two in the midfield, Mekva Bizili and Koko Shkalishvili, even though I think Koko Shkalishvili has had a pretty decent game, he's the only one in the entire team, who's comfortable on the ball, trying to drive it forward and trying to find a pass. He's the only one. Everybody else, the fullbacks, the midfield, they look so petrified whenever they receive the ball. So I think Georgia, tactically, they've gotten really, really wrong. And you got to give massive credit to Montella so far with Türkiye, because they've gotten spot on. They know exactly what to do, when to press the midfielders for Georgia, because they don't look so comfortable. It's been tactically perfect from them. Yeah, I dare Ghana to bottle that group. I dare. If somehow Ghana bottled that group, just liquidate the FA. Never give them jollof rice again. Never, ever, ever, ever give them jollof rice again. That should be banned from the entire national team immediately. Let me just remember to follow me on all the socials, people, because I'm gonna now. Will Georgia win? It's gonna be tough. Basically, our Sagnol team built the team on central midfield. When 2 of them are out, we are hopeless. Kivara and Mika never perform without them. Hope we have them for a away game in Türkiye. Yeah, but I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think Georgia are going to get anything from that away game in Türkiye. Wherever the game is, whether it's in Ankara or whether it's in Istanbul, maybe they'll have it in the Galatasaray Stadium. You're not going to get any result there. It is so difficult for any team to get a result in Türkiye. So if you're Georgia, you have to try and just get some points from this game. Hey, YG, that's just your Spurs fan talking right there, bro. Come on, man. Respect your country, man. Let me just quickly say this. Cool. Really? What? No way. Surely not. Tottenham announces departure of executive chairman Daniel Levy. What? Wow, wow. We can try and pack the center in the second half, but the only way that Georgia are going to get back into this game is they're going to have to press high up the field. That's kind of what they did against Turkey in the Euros game, where they look flustered in the first half. They obviously got the equalizer with Mikadotse, but they're gonna have to press higher up the field and just try and win the ball back with quick counterattacks. So either that's gonna have to be like a tactical switch from Willy Sagnol to go with a 3-man midfield and then just go with 3 forwards, or yeah, it's not really looking good. Yeah, you gotta just keep it going. No way the scores are the same from the last match. No, I don't think so. Oh yeah, Oktokoko did score. He scored the third goal, and Mulder scored the first goal. Wow, what a coincidence! So all we're missing is Goulart to score an absolute screamer, and Mikadotsi to score the goal. And then yeah, we got the perfect scoreline again, 3-1. To be fair, I did say 2-2 before this game, so that scoreline is still on. The scoreline is still on, people. The scoreline is still on. Alrighty, soon we should be getting on with. I cannot believe Daniel Levy is actually leaving Tottenham. What? How? That is crazy. Christmas has come early, huh? Christmas has come early. We might be free. 25 years he was there, huh? Yeah, of course, Luca, of course, man. It's only the first half. That's why you cannot jump to crazy conclusions right now. Because if I was like just super reactionary and I just said, yeah, I'm gonna have a crazy take after that first half, I would say Georgia are done. The hype train is done. Sack Willie Sagnol. All of these players are not good enough. No. 90 minutes and 5 more games to go in these qualifiers. But one thing is for certain: Spain are beating Georgia 10-0 in aggregate. Because that's what they do every single time when they play Georgia. I really feel bad for Georgia, but they just cannot. The kryptonite to them and Willie Sagnol is Spain. That's it. Spain. What was it? 7-1 in that game? Yeah, they should have pretty good chances this year. Yeah. Might be a little bit inconsistent sometimes, but Chelsea are a good team. They got a lot of talented players. Oh, looks like Kochko is coming on for Türkiye. Interesting. One thing I realized is that Türkiye never really wear their national team logo on the kit. That's one thing I've always realized with the national team. Looks like Kadioglu is kind of warming up too. Is he going to be coming onto the field, or what is going on here? Oh, of course, bro. I mean, he brought the stadium. He brought the team back to, because obviously, at least growing up, it's like Spurs were, they were an okay team. I never thought they were like a big club around Europe, to be honest. But he got them into being a Big Six team. Obviously, it helps us being in London, of course. But marketing-wise, Daniel Levy did well. But on the field with some, like, he could have easily given Pochettino more weapons to deal with. And Pochettino might have won a Premier League. Maybe that was prime Poch, so you never know. With the prime Kane, with the prime Son. But now he's gone. Maybe he will have lots of regrets, but I'm shocked. He gave that interview to Gary Neville, so I was like a little bit like, okay, does that mean he's kind of falling out of love with football? Is he like, okay, I can't do any more for this sport? So that's one thing that I found really funny. Yeah, Kivada's playing okay. I wouldn't say playing amazing, but he's playing okay. It's funny how people think the United States is the only one hosting. Yeah, I know. It's kind of funny. It is kind of funny. But obviously the United States are hosting, 70% of the tournament? So I think that's what they kind of immediately see. It's just United States. All right, let's bash them. So who's coming up for Kochko? Hopefully it's not Goulart. Maybe it's Yuksek. Because Yuksek has the yellow card as of right now. He's got the... All right, people, give me your second half predictions. What do you think the final scoreline will be? Do I stick with my 2-2? gonna have to really see a better half here from Georgia. I mean, I'll be shocked if Willie Sagnol didn't make any second half substitutions. I would be shocked because the team desperately need it. They desperately need some halftime substitutions. All right, let me check here for what is supposed to be pain watching Finland play or attempt to play football. Second half predictions. All right, we got here 3-1. Staying with 2-0. 4-1 Türkiye. It would be pretty embarrassing if they did lose that game. I can't lie. It would be pretty embarrassing. Wow. It's going to be fascinating to see then how Spurs kind of really... I'm just looking. Mostan Tuono is going to start for Argentina. He's okay. I mean, I'd rather see... Okay, so who's coming off for... It looks like Tiziavili is coming off for Georgia. I couldn't quite see who was coming onto the field. Kochko is coming onto the field for... Let's see here. I think it is Yuksek. Yeah, Yuksek. I think he was number 16. Yeah, Yuksek. So I guess because of the yellow card, he doesn't want to risk him, Montella. That's my idea here. Now you have Cholo Honeglu, Kochko, double pivot. Not too bad. Pretty decent double pivot to go with. Who did Georgia bring on, though? I didn't quite see it. I know Tisavili came off, but who came onto the field for Georgia? All right. Let's see what sort of madness we get in the second half, because we're going to need to see a completely different Georgia here. They got to test Eric at least a couple of times. You would think. You would think at least. All right, here we go with the second half. Bada beam, bada boom. Bada beam. Garnitze. Okay. Is he a youngster? Is he like a wingback or he's a midfielder? So I guess that means they're moving to a 4-3-3, and he plays for Kolos Kovlavica in Ukraine. Interesting. Okay. So I'm guessing they now are going to go to like a 4-3-3, or is he still sticking with the 3-5-2 formation? Because I'm still seeing like two midfielders. But you're definitely seeing a lot more runs off the ball, I think, for Georgia. Something they didn't really have in that first half. Good play, Awai to Kakbatse. They don't... there's like no number 10 to like kind of just link the defense to the attack here for... Because now all Turkey have to do is just sit back and defend. That's all they need to do for this entire half. Just be compact and you're going to pick up 3 vital points, I think, for Georgia. I mean, Türkiye, Georgia. For Türkiye. Oi, that's not a penalty. I mean, the guy is really looking for it. He's really trying to look for that. That's never a penalty. Never, ever. Let me just... Where is that? Damn, it's still 0-0 between Albania and yeah. Well, at least Holland came off. So now Sorlev will stat pad. Nah, you see, that's just never a penalty. I don't understand like why he would try and just dive there. I think it was Mekfa Bizili. Why just stand up? You beat the player. You're getting in front of goal. Then you can take a shot or lay it off to a teammate. I don't know. That just always irks me when you try and dive like that. Because the referee's not stupid. He can clearly realize, okay, what is Kakbatse doing? Just play it back to Mamadashvili. He doesn't. In talks to Koglu. No. Nobody can get any foot onto the ball here. Now Mamadashvili's just got it cleared away. Oh my god. Kivara, absolutely. Oh, I just tried to do too much there. Oh, Kivara. He did so well in that first sequence. To beat Mulder. Oh, is he kind of limping with the hamstring, it looks like? Oh, that would not be good for Georgia if he's struggling with an injury. That would not be good. Good defending. Well, definitely Georgia are trying to press higher up the field, and it kind of looks like a 4-4-2. Here comes Mikadalce. Finally, he gets, I think he got more touches in that sequence than he's had in the entire game. Here comes Kivara. But immediately, two players. Oh, they can't do anything about it. Here comes Kivara again. With Kokokashvili. Takes the shot. Just a poor decision right there. Just a poor decision. He's made two horrific shots so far in this game, Kokokashvili. All Türkiye have to do is just survive for like 40 minutes, and they should be good to go. 40 more minutes. Yeah, if this gets 3-0, it's done. It's toasted. Maybe that's kind of like the mindset that Montella wanted to drill into the team at halftime. Is like, just get that third goal, and you kill all the hearts and all the momentum for Georgia. Because I hate when teams are like, I guess, oh yes, 2-0 isn't the most safest scoreline in football. It isn't the most secure. You just got to keep getting the third goal. Once you get that 3-0 scoreline, then it's like all hope is kind of killed off. It just takes a miracle to get back into the game. Then if you're Georgia, watch them bottle it like they did against Bulgaria. Was that the Nations League where Turkey bottled it? Is that what you're referring to, Saf? Some teams actually play better away from home. Yeah, I think it's just the crowd pressure. I think that's mostly what it comes down to. It doesn't really come down to like unfamiliar settings or anything. It's just like the internal pressure you feel inside that really, I think, gets to you as a player. Oh my God, what are... Okay, Mama just really... Yeah, it's like that sort of home pressure that gets to the players. Oh, that is just terrible from Guler. Oh, beautiful. Octopoglu. Oh, ay, mamma mia. Mamma mia. It is 3-0 for Türkiye. Wow. Game, set. Pick. Finito. Finito. Go, England. Put the cross into the box, lad. Put the cross into the box. It's done. Hey, this game's over, bro. 3-0. Wow. I am very shocked at this scoreline. I'm going to be honest. Very shocked at this scoreline. I was not seeing this going to happen. 3-0, you know. Just poor from Georgia, man. They're just so sloppy in possession. Who gave it away? Let me just go back there. Who gave up the ball there for Georgia? Oh, yeah. I think it's Kashia again. Kashia's had an absolute nightmare so far in this game. Look, easy, boom, straight to Guler. Guler, 1-2, sweaty goal. That Turkey just said, yeah, we're just going to be sweaty tonight. 3-0. Yeah, I think it's done. Yeah, Kivara is playing. Kivara and Mikadalce are both playing in this game. Golasso. 3-0. Is it done, people? If it's game over, put a 1 in the chat. If you think it's still the bottle gene of Turkey is still alive, put a 2. Put a 2. But wow, this is a performance. Now, this is a performance you're like, oh wow, maybe Turkey, could they upset Spain? Could they upset Spain here? Yeah, he's 40 years old. Yeah, I'm even shocked to see him in the team. If I'm going to be honest, I'm even shocked to see him in the team. I kind of thought like, okay, you can play at the Euros. You've been a long servant for the national team, but you eventually got to move on. Is he still playing in Slovan Bratislava? I think Garcia is still playing in Slovan Bratislava. Yeah, he is. Oh yeah, yo, yo, yo. True, Harold. We did embarrass you. That's why I just, if I'm honest, oh, good cross in. Oh, oh, there was almost a bottle gene there. There was almost a bottle gene there for Türkiye. Almost from that cross. Well, we did get goals in this game, but I did not expect it just to all come from one team, and especially from the away side. I thought it would have been the home team more. Oh, they're trying to go back post. Oh, they were trying to go for like a one-timer to Kivara. But you see, immediately he's double teamed. There's nothing he can do about it. Nothing he can do about it. Immediately double teamed and it's done. Boom, boom, boom. It's like every time um when Georgia kind of concede a goal, I feel like it's always just individual mistakes. Even though like it's the two set piece goals today from the corner and the free kick. What's going on here? Oy. It's like two players are down. Lukashvili is down injured, and Elmali is down injured as well. Oh damn! He just got absolutely. It's the Fener. Oh, here we go. I am not going to deal with the Fenerbahce Galatasaray debate here on the channel. That is one thing I will not do. Should be a good game. Believe. Oh man, my voice is gone. Believe. I need a guitar, David. That's what I need. I need the guitar. Believe for my Georgians out there. Believe. See? Oh, is this? Oh, what? Is Sakira's finger just broken like that? Just twist. Willie Sagnol's like, okay, guys, I'm done. I'm done out here. Oh, that would be a disaster if Sakira's down injured. Oy, oy, oy. Nah, that I don't want either. That I don't want either. That I do not want either, because I know what that debate will be too. Okay, let me check the score lines. Still Satome, still Cape Verde are winning. Okay, good, good, good. Cannot believe they're actually going to do that. Spain playing Bulgaria 4-0. Germany, Slovakia 2-1 Germany. Netherlands, Poland, which is actually should be a pretty decent game. I'm going to go Netherlands winning 3-1. If Depay starts, make it 2-1. And then Belgium at Liechtenstein, yeah, I mean 5-0, 6-0. 5-6-0 in that game at least. So I guess Sakira, like, he must have broken his finger or something. Yeah, if they make it, remember, they make it. Because they're going to have to go through the playoffs. At least for Turkey. They're going to have to go through the playoffs. Let me just get some water, people. I'll be back. All right. So I guess Sakir is okay by the looks of it. He looks to be okay. Must have just twisted his finger. They put it back in play. That was going to be at least like, well, to be fair, if this gets like 4-0, they're going to probably just give like 3-4 minutes of at a time. This is kind of like similar when Turkey, I think they beat Hungary, what was it, 3-1 away or 3-0 away? This is kind of the same thing here. Yeah, Kashia has been, I wouldn't say at fault for 3 goals, but at least for the third goal, just terrible. And then the suicidal pass he gave to the midfielder for the one chance for Guler, it's like, yeah, Kashia is having a horrific day. Oh, look there. Again, he just gave the ball up. He just gave up the ball to Kivara. This might be one of Turkey's. Yeah, I did see that. Crazy, man. Crazy. I cannot believe he's leaving. Big up, Doug. How you doing, bro? Haven't seen you for a while, man. Hopefully you're doing well, Doug. Hopefully you and the wife and the kid are doing well. Oh, look at the feed from you. This. Nah, just keep possession. There you go. Once the Uzun guy from Frankfurt gets into this team, I know. Georgia, I mean, Turkey are just like a 5-star team on the FIFA. You know what's one thing they gotta add to FIFA, by the way? That's like one thing, EAFC or whatever the heck it's called nowadays. One thing they gotta do is they gotta add like those sort of retro teams, like they do for NBA 2K, where they have like the retro teams from like the Lakers to the Celtics. They gotta do the same thing for football. That would be awesome. Get like the Milan team from 04, 03, 04, 02, 03. Get like the France national team from 98. Get like the Brazil national team from 1958. You want to go there? So that's one thing they got to do with on EAFC, if you want to call it that nowadays. I'm still calling it FIFA because that's my childhood. I don't know why they don't do that. Good, man. Good. Turns 2 next month. Wow. Time flies, Doug. I remember when he was just born. Wow. Rumors circulating Russell Martin about to lose his job. What a shock. That guy is like a fish out of water, a polar bear in Texas, and just Russell Martin managing a decently big football side like Rangers is just blasphemous. The guy just talks nonsense. I saw when I think that was like that one clip where he did an interview. I think it was with Gary Neville. No, Gary Lineker. When he did that interview, he was talking about, oh yeah, my philosophies just didn't work out at Southampton. Bro, your philosophies were suicidal. You're trying to be Pep, but you have nothing to back it. Jose Mourinho to Rangers would be class. Oh yeah. Oh no, that would hit like crack. That would be awesome. That would be awesome to see. Or Jose Mourinho to buy Leverkusen after all the shit that's going on. Oh, good turn. Here we go for Georgia. Finally, they have an opportunity. That looks offside. They Oh my God, he missed. Golazo. There we go. Not offside? I think it's David Zavili as well who scored. David Zavili scores. All right. Okay. Do we have a game here, people? Do we have a game here? So there is a goal for Georgia. It kind of looked offside, so we're going to have to wait and see. But it did look kind of offside. I can't lie. Do not tell me. I'm waiting until they confirm it to put the score because it did look kind of offside. Or is he not offside? I mean, that's a great turn. He looks offside though. I think this is gonna be chalked off. I think this is gonna be not a goal. Yeah, I think it's offside. Yeah, I really hope not. Although I think Greece are a better team right now than Georgia. I would say that right now. Oh, he's going to be offside, though. That's going to suck. Yeah. I think it's going to be offside. I might be a little bit behind you guys, but I think it's going to be offside. There is no comeback yet. And at this rate, there's going to be like 10 minutes of out of time at this rate. See, this is the thing. Like, do all of these stadiums have like? Because are we just doing like the bullshit back in the day with the Premier League where they're just drawing up Excel lines or something like that, where somebody's on like their old computer, old PC, and there's like they're just the app, the Paint. Is that how we're coming up with the lines here? I mean, to me, he looked offside, so that's just from my eye. Now, do I have 20/20 vision? Yes, I do not have glasses, so I would just probably say he's offside. Yeah, Doug, that's how I feel like right now watching Finland because it's right now 1-0 for Norway, and it's been to be fair, second half has been a little bit better from Finland, but Norway are just such a good team. Ah, how much added time do we need? Okay, I think the thing we need for VAR in the future, and there's something that has to be added into, I think, the FIFA rules or just rules in general for every league. Oh, they gave the goal. Wow. Okay, he looked offside, but all right, we'll go with it. We'll go with it. He looked offside, to be fair. So Davidsvili scores the goal. Finally, you can just see Davidsvili created that his. To me, he looks offside. I can't lie, people. He looks offside. He definitely looks offside in that whole situation. Is it 2-0 Norway? No, not yet. Luckily, it's 2. It's only been 1-0 for 70 minutes, so. Okay, Oktokoglu coming off. Yunus coming off. Looks like Yilmaz. Oh, yes. One of my favorite players on Türkiye. Yilmaz coming on. And is that Selik or Ogus? Ogus who? Number 19. Aydin. Is this I think he's one of the midfielders or forwards for Fenerbahce. To be fair, what do we think, people? Is there some way to like sort out maybe like the amount of time we could give referees in like the VAR room to check on a review? Because to be honest, I think you're stopping the game for 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes. You're just interrupting the flow. There needs to just be a consistent flow. I think there should be like a timer. You get 2 minutes. See, I don't think that looks on. That doesn't look onside. But anyways, there should be like a max like 2-minute sequel you get if you to check a VAR decision. If you cannot come up with a decision in those 2 minutes, you move on. I think that's how it should be. That looks like a foul, anyways. Yep, there we go. Okay, let's see if we can get momentum here for Georgia. Because if there is some team that could bottle this, it is Türkiye. After all, it could be Türkiye. Just saying. If there's any team that could bottle it. Any predictions for Luxembourg, Northern Ireland? I would go 1-1. That'd be my guess. It would be 1-1. 1-1 would be my prediction in that game. Although I would, because Northern Ireland are not the greatest going forward. To be fair, they haven't been the best defensively, even though they got some decent names there nowadays with Ballard and Connor Bradley and those sort of players, but they're not consistent enough. Okay, let's see. There, I still have not seen. Oh, Lukashvili. That's where you got to be. Mika Dotze, if you, to be honest, that's where Mika Dotze has to be. Can't really blame like the Türkiye defense either. Hey, I didn't say it. I didn't say anything. Yeah, I think this is. I would probably give it like, because sometimes they have to check the offside, then they have to see if it's a push. I think we got to make it like 60 seconds. The referee can go check it out. If he can't make a decision in 60 seconds, at the end of the day, he should be the one making all the choices. The VAR room can just be like, hey, you know what? Maybe you should check this out. Ref's like, maybe, maybe not. I'll go check it out. 60 seconds, boom, we move on. Just so many times like the VAR takes for. Yeah, Sakero, there's no Bayınders on the bench, which is probably why Türkiye are winning because we already know. We already know. Oi, that's no foul on Yilmaz? Wow, no foul on Yilmaz. All right, play continues. Oh, there's a play on the ground. Or the referee's having a talking to with Yilmaz. Oh, Kokokashvili down injured. What happened here? Let's see. Yilmaz. Ay, no puede ser. That could be a red, you know. Oh, Yilmaz. Yeah, the potential red check. Oh, my God. This is not the way that Türkiye are going to implode. That looks like a horrible challenge. I can't lie. That looks... If it's a red card, people, put just the red card emoji on the... Yep, he's going to go check it. It's going to be red card on Yilmaz. Wow. The momentum has switched up like crazy. Oh, man. Yeah. Okay, wait. I feel bad for Yilmaz because he's trying to go for the... I think he gets a little bit of the ball too, actually. I think he gets a little bit of... Oh. Okay, well, the referee's not going to see anything there. What do you guys think, people? Do we think that's a red? Oh, yep, he's got the red card. Yilmaz out. No. This is not the way it's gonna go down, man. This is not gonna be the way it goes down. Wow. I kind of feel bad though for Yilmaz. I don't really think he's trying to injure Kokokashvili in that whole situation, but he just kind of. It felt like he got a little bit of touch on the ball, and then he just came studs up, and he just came on. How long was he on the field for? 5 minutes? What minute did he get substituted on? Wow, 4-minute cameo, and he gets red carded. 4 minutes. That's all it took for Yilmaz to get a red card. Well, wait, what happened? Did somebody else get a red card? Oh, did Willie Sagnol get a red card? Oh, and we're already on the attack. Mikadotse. Ooh, is that a corner? Goal kick? Wow. You know now this is going to turn into an absolute fury of just... To be fair, I guess I understand why people would say that's not deserved. But look back at that challenge, bro. That he could have easily broken his ankles. He could easily broken his ankle there. I think Kokokashvili is still in the game after that challenge. Incredibly. Yeah, that guy. What a warrior, man. What a warrior from Kokokashvili. Because that challenge looked... Okay. Keep playing. Yep, keep playing. Türkiye just got to keep their... Just calm down the nerves. Oh, good defending. See, that's what you just need now. Just a strong mind from Çalhanoğlu and Yildiz and Guler on the break. That's a foul. Yep. Now the challenges are going to be flying in. Now the challenge. Was it not Willie? Yeah, I do agree. I think that was a really, really nasty challenge. That could have easily broken his foot there. Or his ankle. So, Willie Sagnol was... he got a red card? I guess? Or was it not Willie? I'm trying to see if they have anything here. It says here, Willie Sagnol is sent off. Unless I can't hear the commentary, so forgive me, people. I can't hear the commentary from the announcers. Okay, so we're going to probably have... Oh, wow. Now, Yildiz? Nah, bro. Now there's just like turning into like a derby game. There's just yellow cards, red cards all flying around now. I guess this is just turned into an MMA fight right now. This is just turned into an MMA fight. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's what I thought. I thought Willie got the yellow. He got the red card. At this rate, there's going to be another red card in this game because now the challenges are flying in. The tension is hot. You can kind of feel that Georgia are trying to build momentum, but they can't really build the momentum either. All right, big up everybody. Now this game gets a little bit more fascinating. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here for a lot of UEFA World Cup qualifying content after the window. And also, we're going to be doing a live watch along for the Denmark-Greece game on, when is it? Monday. And if Jeff Serrano, I said, name your price. I said 200. If he donates 200, I'll do a watch along for Poland, Finland. Just because he donates. Okay, here's the cross in. Kakabatse. Sari cannot come to it. Corner for Georgia. Momentum is building, people. The momentum is building. You think? There's North London vibes. Ah, man, North London. To be fair, North London derby is not like as heated as it was once. I'd probably say like the last heated North London derby was when it was still at White Hart Lane. That's when it really felt like, wow, these two teams really hate each other. Although nowadays it kind of feels the same with like characters like Gabriel and Coutinho Romero for either team. I think this is a massive sort of just mental check and mental sort of practice for the Turkish players. Because if they can get through this, they definitely can be comfortable like in a playoff setting later on if they make it to the playoff of the World Cup. And heck, could they even upset like a team like Spain? Maybe they could upset a team like that. There hasn't been any clear-cut chances so far. Still, I will say that Mika Dolce has been an absolute ghost in this game. You're boycotting because of the Wonder Kid, huh? You're boycotting because of the Wonder Kid? Can't do that, bro. Oh, now Bardaki has a... now we've gone to the cramp tactics, people. This is now the stage we have gone to, is the cramp tactics. See here, Cabo Verde winning. Hey, at least Albania scored. Yep, I did see that. I did see that. Mulder, Aktokoglu, and oh my god, last goal scorer. Or did Aktokoglu get 2 goals? Aktokoglu's got 2 goals today. Yeah, I forgot he got the sweaty goal for the third one after the horrible play from Georgia. So yeah. So no Yildiz, no Guler scoring, but still it's perfect performance thus far. Other than the red card from Yilmaz, because the goal is like a little bit like, okay, it's just good play from Georgia. There's nothing you could have really done there if you're Türkiye. But overall, I've been super impressed by them. They look like a much more proper. He would cook in the kick and chase prem. Just cook and chase, bro. That's all you need to do in the Premier League. There ain't no tactics. It's just pure, just rock and sock football. Get into it, mate. Put your studs to it. That's why I kind of fallen like the levels that Liverpool and Man City had from like 2017 to 2022 is like that was like, oh my god, Kivara. Oi? Hey man, that guy, I don't know who just came in with the 2-studded tackle. I think that was Mulder who came in with a 2-studded tackle. Wildness. Wild. Oh, Jensen. Yeah, it's Montella. Yeah, of course. You know what? Okay, so I guess Yildiz is coming off. Kadiogu is coming on. I'm pretty sure that Türkiye is just now. They're just trying to have 6 defenders on the field and trying to see out the game here. Keen Tarkovsky. To be fair, you need that sort of partnership, I think, in every league. You need that sort of partnership in every league. If you don't, then Yeah, Harold, I would say Finland have been a little bit better, but it's just so depressing seeing this national team and the way we have fallen off in like 3 years. Depression. All right. Because I'm going to guess there's about how much at a time do you think there will be people? 8 minutes, 9 minutes, depending on if Georgia get a second goal here. If Georgia get a second goal, then there's going to be a lot more time. James, if they do, I will boycott eating pizza for a good month. And the next time I order pizza, I will definitely get pineapple on it. If that happens, of course. Yeah, probably seven. I would probably say like 7-10 minutes. There's no way Italy can lose that game. Absolutely not. Gattuso is bringing the fight. He's bringing the passion. Everybody's going to sing the national anthem with so much ferocity. It's going to be beautiful scenes. They're going to play some decent football. I don't even want to like think about it. I really don't. Like, we cannot see Italy miss another World Cup. I just cannot, man. It's just so. I mean, obviously, shout out to Norway, and great to see Norway back. But 3 straight World Cups and no Italy. That's like fucking Lithuania not qualifying for like the basketball World Championships three times in a row. Do you know how embarrassing that would be? Or if like I don't know, what's the top volleyball nation in the world? Or rugby. Imagine in rugby like France not qualifying to the World Cup for 3 straight times. That shameful. Shameful. I've already had we had our laughs about it. I already had the laughs for 2 years. I did it twice already. I laughed about it. Oh well, at least on YouTube, I've done it once when they lost to Macedonia. I'm actually trying to see them back because I actually think they have a lot of decent players on their team. 2018 side, you go back and look at that Italian team, people. That team was struggling, and I mean struggling just for talent. I think actually Italy have a lot of talent right now. They just don't have an identity. They have an identity crisis. Yilmaz, he came onto the field for 5 minutes and got sent off with the clear straight red. So you missed a little bit, YG. Oh, Goulart. Yeah, Goulart, other than that sequence he had winning the ball back for the third goal, Goulart has done not a whole lot in this second half, but still clutch player. Sorloff, man. What a bum player Sorloff is. What did he do? At least Ivanov is trying to defend him. Wow, there's even more tension in the Finland-Norway game than I thought, and it's supposed to be a friendly. Oh, we back post towards Kivara! Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Terrible miss from Kivara. So what did Sorloff do? what a I can't say the word here. But what a beat. Oh, they actually have VAR in the friendly game between Norway and Finland. Wow, I didn't even know that. That was a chance for Georgia lost to Bosnia in basketball a couple of hours ago. Rough for Georgian team sports. Oh yeah, did yeah. Wait. Hold up. Let me just check that out quickly. Damn. So are Georgia out of the? Because they have a couple decent players, Georgia, in the basketball team. Oh, at least they. Oh no, they're going to be out. Yeah, because Spain are going to play Greece. Oy. Yeah, the team sports aren't looking good for Georgia right now. I'm going to be honest. Not looking good. Idiots, how you doing, bro? How you doing, man? How you doing? No, we'll be streaming because there's so many games on Tuesday and for the CAF. Oh man, there's gonna be like so many quality games. All chance for Kivara cuts in, just couldn't quite get it to the bottom corner. Georgia turning up the heat, but might be a little bit too little, too late. But this is football, and this is the Turkish national team. That's the first time really Kivara's had joy, and he's able to cut onto his right foot. actually have a shot. Now, can Mika Dautse get involved in this game, please? Can we see Mika Dautse? We haven't seen him at all. Somebody's got to update me with how many touches he's got, because he had 7, and I don't think he has a lot. Doesn't have a lot more in this second half, to be honest. Doing good, man. Yeah, to be fair, I've heard that I don't follow rugby that much, but I have heard that oh my god, Kivara again. Is he going to take the shot? Oh, that was so close though that time. That almost dipped right into the top right corner, people. Rewatch this. All right. God, the way he just beat 2-man there. Oh, that was so close to dipping into the top right corner. That would have been a ridiculous goal. What's a baller? Oh, I just needed a little bit more distance. And that would have been top bins. 1 out of 10. I would probably still say like 5 out of 10. He does get the shots off, but it's almost like he's better on the left foot, where he can kind of just go top roof near post. That's kind of like Kivara's jam. He's not really like I kind of say like Nico was better cutting onto his right foot and taking a shot. I feel like Nico's better in that situation, but if you want to just go near post with the left foot, Kivara is actually better in that sequence. Looks like there's going to be more subs for Türkiye. Now Guller's going to come off the field. Kaveci. Where's he playing his football now, Kaveci? Fenerbahce. Okay, he's playing his football. Fenerbahce. All right. Oh, you just need a good touch there. Oh. Well, I know Mika Dautse isn't that sort of player where he wants to make a run in behind, but wouldn't that be better for him? No way did just go. Oh my. To be fair, you know what? Malta football is actually painful. Yeah, I've barely seen Mika Dautse today. He's barely been in the game. Well, at least the Finland-Norway. To be fair, Finland only lost 1-0 to Norway, and we only lost to a Holland penalty. I'll take that. For me, that's a victory. Everybody's just trying to beef with Zorlov. I'll take that. That's a victory for me today. Wow. I'm shocked. Maybe they are just Euros merchants. Yeah, he was kind of beefing off with everybody. But I'm a little bit disappointed in Georgia. I just feel like they haven't been able to really get the star players involved in this game. I know they're missing their couple of their key midfielders. And it doesn't help either that Willy Sagnol gets sent off during the game, and then obviously Kashia having an absolute disaster class and Kakabatse having a disaster class. But man, come on. It's got to be a lot better from them. This is a lie. There is no way this is true. Why is everybody trying to feed like this sort of InfoWars information like they're Alex Jones? There is no way that Jamie Carragher's son plays for Malta. Not a chance. Not a chance. Well, here we go with Kivara again. I mean, it's just going to have to be Kivara creating magic here. Look, that's exactly what he's doing. But he's kind of finding it difficult to create anything. Or if you... Have Georgia even put in one cross into the box? I don't think they even put one cross into the box. They had that one corner in the first half where they looked a little bit dangerous. And that's been about it. Look, Easy to defend against Kivara. Perfect defending there from Türkiye. There. Oh, man. His son actually plays for Malta. I've seen it all, people. I've actually seen it all. Starboard, keep the Dutch propaganda going. Keep the Dutch propaganda going. We got to keep the propaganda going. To be fair, I think El Mail leave the football. Leave the football before the football leaves you. Malta characters. Hey, if this happens, yeah, the train, the hype train, it's done. It's done. Because I think you kind of look at this team for Georgia, and you would still say, yeah, you look at the frustration from Mikadadze. He knows it's just been a frustrating night for him. Probably my man of the match right now, before the game even ends, depending on how much added time there is. I've got to go with Email. I think he's been class in the left back position. I'd probably go with Demiral. Demiral has had a quietly good game. Coach Ku, Çalhanoğlu, yeah, Çalhanoğlu's done his thing. Guler, I thought, was probably the second best player of the entire game, just based on the first half. But those would kind of be my man of the matches, I think, for this matchup. Because, to be honest, there's like not been any craziness. Yeah, I did see that, to be fair. I did see Anthony turn them down. A madness. Yeah, because Sakir hasn't really been tested in this matchup. Yeah, he's made like a one save on Kivara, but that's been about it. Brother, just get up. Kavechki, just get up, bro. There's no foul there. There's no foul. The ref's not going to call right now. All right, 8 minutes. Do we think Georgia's going to equalize, people? They need 2 goals. I mean, they've created a little bit more. That's just purely down, I think, mostly to Kivara individual magic. Why don't they just get like the center backs into the box? Get Kashia into the box. Get both center backs into the box right now. And just put crosses in. Oh my god. Well, I think that basically sums up their entire evening right there. That just sums up their entire evening right there. I think it was Gokashvili who tried to give the 1-2 combination. Oh boy. Yeah, can you imagine telling Stoikov or any Bulgarian? Can you imagine telling, like, I think Berbatov was growing up a little bit during that time. Can you imagine telling Berbatov, hey, by the way, your national team is going to be absolute ass soon. Yeah, he's like, no, you know what? I'll think about it. Yeah, I'll think about it. I don't think I really want to play in the World Cup this time around. Maybe next time. You know, maybe next time would be good. Oh man, Kashia just has no pace anymore. I mean, God bless him. He's like 39 years old, 40 years old, but leave the football before the football leaves you. I actually need to download that. I need to download that. This is Kashia, retire. This is
I have to talk about facts because I think it's important.
Oh yeah. I talked about it already. I'll have more of a sort of deep dive discussion. Wow, that is just terrible. Wow, really disappointing from Georgia, man. Really, goddamn, really, Malta are gonna beat Lithuania. And Lithuania were actually pretty good in the March window. They were actually really good in that window. And to drop off like this, despicable, man. Despicable, I say, despicable. Hey, Russia and Jordan are still 0-0. So it's all not too bad there either. Man, Georgia, I don't think Georgia are going to create any chances now in the last. He was already old. Yeah, to be fair, he was already too old at the Euros. But now we've really reached, like, okay, you got to retire at any minute here. You are not Zlatan. You're not made of pure lion. You're going to have to retire. Look, and yeah, ever since the red card, you kind of, this was like my biggest question mark, I think, here for Türkiye when it comes to getting that red card in that moment. Is like, okay, maybe like the old Türkiye, they would have like imploded. There you go. Good play, though. Here we go. Oh, my God. How are both of them running into each other in that situation? And then he's not even going to put the cross into the box. There is only one Georgian player in the box, people. One. Now there's two. There's your problem right there. Then you put in a poor cross. Mika Dautse is not a guy you put a cross into. Wow. Terrible. That would be hilarious, by the way. Those Lithuanians are too focused on basketball. Well, to be fair, they are playing... they're playing Latvia, actually, I think, in the round of 16. So the Balkan derby again. Shot and field goal goes wide. You can tell, though, the Türkiye players, they've been... Bardaki and Demiral are on their last feet here. I don't know how physically prepared they're gonna be for the Spain game, but yeah, was that Gagnitze? Oh man, that shot was terrible from him. Don't tell me it was Coco, or was that Coco Rzvali again? We can only pray, bro. We can only pray, man. We can only pray, because the blue shot, those kits, those would be number one sellers at the World Cup. If Cape Verde qualified for the World Cup, those would be number one sellers, and I would be the first buyer, easily. So Georgia are really going to create absolutely nothing against 10 men for, what was it? I think since the 70th minute, you've had 30 minutes. You've had only 2 shots, and that's basically been Kivara magic. That's why you got to say, man, Turkey are becoming a more mature team. And Montella... he's shutting up. If there was any critics for the manager, I think he's definitely shutting up everybody now. Put the cross into the... Why are they trying to play such intricate football, Georgia? Just get the ball into the box and create a melee. Would they dominate? I wouldn't say dominate, because you still got Japan, you still got Saudi Arabia, you still got, obviously... Saudi Arabia are not the best right now. You got Uzbekistan. I honestly would be so hype to see a Georgia versus Uzbekistan game. Oh, do you know, that would feed generations, people. That matchup. Feed generations. Who would win that game? No, I would still say Georgia would beat Uzbekistan, but be a great test. Oh, and yeah, Koko Karashvili he's done. He's physically done. All they just need to see out for more is 2 more minutes in this game. Who is making that overlapping run? Is that Email? What a beast. Look at that overlapping run he was making in the 97th minute to give an option to Karioglu. You see, that's desire right there, people. That is desire right there. And he gives a tactical foul. Boom. Look at that performance from Email. Wow. That's called desire and heart right there. Oh, here we go. Georgia finally they get a through ball. Oh my God, what is Demiral just playing like foot tennis, or what's going on here? Oh my God, he just gave up the ball right there. Was that Demiral? Chance? Away to Kivara. Kivara to Mikadotse. Nope. Kivara again. Kivara. Golasso. Kivara. Okay. Okay. Calma. There is no way. There is no way. There is no way. There is no way. We've had 5 goals in this game, people. Give the international football peak, guys. It's just so peak. I love it. This is... Put it in the veins, people. Put it in the veins. There is no way they're getting a 3rd goal. Hoof it long to the CB. That's right. Just hoof it long. Oh, that's just a shot, though. There's nothing Sierra could have done in that situation. I kind of would feel bad, though, for Turkey if they do concede, which I don't think is going to happen. I don't think there's enough time, but I would feel a little bit disheartened. What is there, like a minute to go? Did they get the ball back? They did get the ball back. They did get the ball back. There might be a little bit more extra time if the referee doesn't blow his final whistle. Oh my God. There is no way Georgia are going to equalize. Here comes Kivara, though. Kivara, is it going to be one-man magic? Nope. Cross deflected away by Kochku. Is it going to be a corner? Great defend. I think it's Kaveci with the last. We're in the last minute. Is the referee going to blow his whistle? Still no. We are still going to the 100th minute between these two teams. There's a foul by Çalhanoğlu. These two teams need to play a 7-game series. Okay, maybe Georgia would sweep it because Turkey would sweep it, excuse me. But these two teams need to play a 7-game series. Blockbuster stuff here. Even though I don't think this game is as good as the Euros, because that game was really just high-quality football. That's just entertainment, guys. Isn't what we watch football for entertainment? If you want to watch football and be a tactical, go watch Arteta. Go watch Arteta. People get an erection just from listening to Arteta's tactics. This is entertainment. Last chance for Georgia. Oh man, now I'm nervous. Oh my God, Mikadadze. Nope. Still, the referee has not called the final whistle. Is there going to be one final cross into the box? He's just got to put the cross in. He does. Oh, it almost falls too. Save Sirak. Oh my God, save Mikadadze. Nah, that's going to be a high boot. That's got to be a high boot. Yep, there was a foul. Oh my God, that was so close. Wow. Did he just survive there? That was the chance, man. That was the chance. What a save from Zakir. What a save. Bayender would have fumbled it. I mean, he wasn't the most confident. Okay, Kochko really sold that well. Kochko really sold that well at the end. Yeah, this is... Oh, man, I can't believe you said that. Yep, this is exactly ending like the last game where Georgia are piling up all the pressure and Turkey are just surviving. This is exactly like the last game. Man, somebody give these guys 7-game series. 7-game series. I know Turkey would sweep it, but give them a 7-game series. Oh, man, this is nervous. It can never be easy with this national team. It can never be easy with Turkey. And they win the game 3-2. Wow. What an ending. What an ending, people. What an ending. They get it done, Turkey. They get it done. Well, it wasn't spectacular at the end. I mean, obviously, Yilmaz's red card completely changed the course of the game. Otherwise, it would have been an absolute just sweep from Turkey's perspective. Because for 70 minutes, they absolutely dominated the game. They gave nothing to Georgia. They kept Mikadadze absolutely quiet. Yeah, Kivara had some moments of magic, but it was only at the end, really. But overall, that performance from Turkey, it just looks comfortable. They look like a mature team. The stars are shining. Aktokoglu getting those 2 goals. To be honest, I think man of the match was El Maili, their left back. What a performance from El Maili. Comfortable, defended well, gave nothing to Turkey. Just an entertaining game. Once again, I felt like the first half was a little bit sour from Georgia's perspective because Turkey really just controlled the game. They didn't create a whole lot of chances. They were obviously 2-0 up, and that was enough for them. Obviously, then the red card completely changed the game. But I think if you're Montella and if you're a Turkish fan, you're like, wow, these are the sort of games we need to win. We need to test ourselves with the mental sort of battles that we need to go through to mature as a team, because they're still a young side. They got some youngsters on their team, like obviously Guler and Yildiz and these sort of guys, but Mulder, Demiral, Bardacci, and Elmail, I thought they were outstanding today. Çalhanoğlu, he was okay today. Guler, I thought was the best player in the midfield. Yildiz didn't have his best game, but those players did not have their best game, and still Turkey won. That's what you want to have if you're a Turkish fan. If you're Georgian, I think that was really shocking. For 70 minutes, you were easily outclassed. The only reason why you got back into the game was because of the red card. Yeah, you had those chances at the end. But come on. Like, Georgia were outplayed today. And I think if you're Georgian, if you're Willy Sagnol, you're going to be looking at your team and like, yes, Čerkavadze in the midfield is a big loss, but still, like, you could have made those initial changes you have to make those changes immediately if you're Sagnol. He didn't, and that cost them the first half, and then they were just playing catch up the entire second half. So great victory for Türkiye. Really disappointing from Georgia. And that is it, people. Perfect if you're Turkish. Perfect. Big up to Jeff for the kind donation. Big up to Ahmed for the kind donation as well. All right, people, we'll be back here on Monday for the watch-along between Denmark and Greece. I want you all to have a beautiful day. Stay safe in this crazy world. Turkish people will be definitely happy tonight after the result they just got. But have a beautiful day. Stay safe in this crazy world. Till next time. Adios.